Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning in to Daily Nights. I'm your host, Treasonous Truths, and joining me today, as always, is my co-host, Daddy Sins. Say hello to the lovely ladies and gentlemen tonight, Daddy Sins.
Yo, what's up, everybody's Daddy Sins. This is my real voice. And now back to my real voice.
Wait a second. You said the other voice was your real voice. Now this is your real voice? Come on.
That was my deep voice daddy intro voice, you know.
You went from hitting puberty to hitting puberty again,
Yes.
essentially. Okay.
It's
Well-
like Chuck Norris's fist. There's, kind of a fist in his beard. Like he hit puberty at 2 years old, apparently.
Fucking done what? No, he didn't hit puberty. No, what was it? Puberty didn't hit him. He hit puberty. Is that it?
Yeah,
puberty,
he hit puberty.
Puberty goes through Chuck Norris, not the other way around.
Exactly.
This is fucking retarded. I'm glad we could start on this note. Here I was about to talk about the fact that Seattle morgues are running out of space because of fucking fentanyl overdose, but no, we decided to open up with fucking Chuck Norris jokes. What year is this, by the way?
Well, it's definitely not a good year so far, right?
It's had its ups and predominant downs, mostly downs. Considering the
Mike,
fact that,
it's only January still. This
yeah,
is
I
bad.
know. And we're on the verge of World War III. New World Order people are pushing the doomsday clock and 90 seconds or whatever the fuck.
Those subjective idiots put in that. Yeah, dumbass Biden sending 31 tanks over to Ukraine. Yeah, cool.
Oh, and Germany openly declaring war practically.
Yep.
Saying something must be done. Ah, yes.
I
Every
wonder
time
if
Germany...
World War III is going to trend like it did last year. It was trending around last year, around this time in January.
Yeah, no. Well, yeah, because everything was going to fucking, everything. It's kind of funny how people at the moment think that's the worst that it could possibly be. And then flash forward, right? And then now we're thinking this is the worst that it could possibly be. Watch, in like a few months from now, we're going to be like, no, it's much worse now, potentially.
It's only gradually going to get worse, unfortunately.
Yeah,
It's going to get worse before it gets better, as the old saying goes.
There's just so many problems going on right now, and to just cherry pick one and then delving deep into it, right? It feels almost like an insurmountable task because there's just so many. Like this doomsday clock bullshit, right? You ever read the Watchmen comic?
No, I only saw the movie.
So there's a part where in the Watchmen, Dr. Manhattan, looks at the doomsday, witnesses the doomsday clock and such, and simply just states that the doomsday clock is the equivalent of a drowning man looking at a tank of oxygen for nourishment. It doesn't do shit.
It's like you were kind of saying the other day. It's almost like they're trying to do a bunch of fear mongering.
It is fear mongering. It really is, because they're saying 90 seconds, right?
90 seconds to midnight. That was the
90
whole
seconds to
new shit they
midnight.
came up with now.
90 seconds to midnight, right? Who knows? Something could happen, and maybe if they allow peace talks to occur, because peace talks have been attempted by, the other side, but, the powers that be don't want it. They want to perpetuate this forever war so they can keep funding dollars into the, MIC, the military-industrial complex, as it were, and, via our tax dollars. And then they just invest on the companies, Lockheed Martin being one of them, and just get rich off of it.
Mm-hmm. There's so many things we could talk about tonight. Definitely the Seattle thing we want to dive into. I'll just mention the other thing. I don't know if you heard about what happened with the whole Pope Francis.
No, what happened with Pope Francis? I'm not a big fan of Pope Francis.
Oh, I'm not either.
Yeah.
But he's a hypocrite.
Oh, he is a hypocrite. Huge hypocrite. He's a fucking commie.
Let's see. So, according to this article from the postmillennial.com,
Postmillennial. Okay. That's Andy No works for them, I think, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he does a lot of the Antifa stuff.
Pope Francis says homosexuality not a crime after Benedict book revealed gay clubs and ceremonies. I think that was
what?
Yeah. He said Pope Francis said that homosexuality is not a crime. The comment came after The comments come after posthumous allegations of Pope Benedict that the Church was being pushed by a progressive agenda under Francis, and the Catholic ceremonies were being used as gay clubs.
See, this is, remember we were talking about, I know it's two different things, but the theme is the same. Remember how I was mentioning before air last night, before we started recording, how game companies look for are very short-sighted when they decide to appeal to the casual market, because the casual market is going to gain them the biggest not the biggest bucks, but the most amount of bucks, not the most amount of bucks overall, but the most amount of bucks right away, so that they can just hop on to the next thing.
Yeah.
And just keep shelling out one casual game after the other. That metaphor is very much what's going on right now. So he's basically saying, no, we'll welcome you, ignore the past, ignore traditionalism, ignore this, ignore that. We don't, no, completely ignore it. Come here, we'll accept everything, That's going to come back to bite them in the ass.
Yep. They're foregoing their own morals just to get what? In a minor influx of people coming in.
Well, they're probably trying to...
I would say that they actually don't pretend that they actually believe in God.
Well, just like with the World Economic Forum, for those who are listening for the first time or aren't really into it like we are, but the WEF, they're trying to establish a world government order essentially. They've already made threats. I even posted it on Twitter. If you go on my Twitter at @TreesandTruth, right? I made a comment. They're putting out hostilities against American companies, particularly Twitter and Elon Musk, stating that they need to buckle down and against misinformation and harsh speech. I'm like, no, fuck off. Free speech is something that exists in this country, or at least, well, it should in theory. So, buzz off. If you don't like it, then you don't have to participate.
Exactly. It's funny. Well, it's not funny. I just have a way of saying things like that. But the idea of, quote, free speech, you simply just can't be offended just because someone has a different opinion against you. And the idea behind the new world order, especially for these big tech companies, it's essentially their agenda just to control the mass. That's all it is at the end of the day. If these big tech companies keep listening to this new world order, you're going to see a lot more problems that are already happening now.
Yeah. Okay. So to go back to what I was referencing, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's at the World Economic Forum over at Davos, right? Which, by the way, in Davos, the prostitution industry fucking skyrocketed. It tells you about the morals of these people, right? Skyrocketed. I think the average price of a woman, a prostitute, right, was like $2,500, I think, per night, if I'm not mistaken. I have to double check.
And for the audience at home or on their Twitters or in Timothy's Tacos Basement Emporium 69 Rudy stuff. Where is this being held at? This country again?
So I'll get that for you right now. So the World Economic Forum, it's a group of elites, right? That what do you call it? They get together and they talk about things that are, quote, affecting the world. The big topic a couple years ago to a year ago, of course, color me surprised, not really, was the whole vaccines and pandemic and viruses, which now Bill Gates himself is saying that mRNA vaccines were a failure and a flop. You can look it up right now. He actually said it was about a...
Yes, he actually said that today, I think.
Yeah, it was like 2.5 minutes, a 4-minute interview, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
And so this World Economic Forum takes place in a town in Switzerland called Davos. And that's where they hold the World Economic Forum, and that's where they talk about things. And now the big thing is climate change, and the next thing that they're also trying to buckle into is free speech and trying to regulate language. As this loon, you can go like I said, go check it out. I posted it 2 days ago, quote tweeted it actually on @TreesandTruth. It's this woman at the WF. She says, if you don't, this is to Elon Musk in particular, warning him with stern language, if you don't comply and regulate speech, the UN will issue sanctions. Excuse me? Last I checked, Twitter is a United States, an American-based company, right? what jurisdiction? What is the UN going to declare war on the U.S. or is the UN going to declare war on Twitter? Like, what is this like?
No, they're not going to do it.
Let's be
We
honest.
keep funneling money out to other countries. That's the problem.
Yeah, no, we're their piggy bank. That's the
Yep.
problem. Yeah,
No, they're too pussy to do it. They said it.
I mean, consider the fact that over, I think, what is it, 46% of the guns owned throughout the world are in America by
Mm-hmm.
private citizens. That kind of says something, you know.
You know, it's crazy to think about what's happening with this new world order and how they like to try to um how they try to censor free speech, and it's thinking about that quote that you like to say a lot, especially when it comes to what happens when you have an over sexualized society.
Oh, which one by King Saladin?
Yep, if you want to say that for the audience, it's a
Oh
great
yeah,
quote.
let me actually pull up the quote right now. Hold on, if I'm not mistaken. Quote. If I just want to make sure I'm saying it properly. So the quote is, if you want to destroy any nation without war, make adultery or nudity common in the younger generation. Okay. By doing
Wow.
this, so by doing this, you erode basically the crux of any civilization, any nation, any society, whatever it may be, is the family unit. As soon as you get rid of the family unit through whatever type of means you choose, predominantly adultery or nudity being commonplace, right? And just flagrant, hypersexualization of everything, and I mean everything, right? As we're seeing today, you're going to see a downfall of a nation, and that's exactly, he's not wrong, And this is coming from King Saladin, a guy who's dead for quite some time, we'll say.
How many
Um,
years has it been now?
since what? Since King Saladin died?
Yep, since he said this, since he said his
I don't
quote.
know. I don't know when he said it, but I do know he's been dead for quite some time. We're talking about uh 12th century, I want to say.
So we're talking about
We're talking about over, let me see.
at
So
least.
we'll round it up. We'll round it up to 1200. Because that's when he died.
Hmm.
He was relatively, roughly, records being kept, he was like in his mid 50s or so when he died, roughly speaking. But so if we're talking about 12th century, uh my math no good right now because I'm running on caffeine and fumes. Uh, Over 800 years ago, 800 some odd years ago, 823 years ago. Yeah.
Over 800 years ago, and that same quote is being said and is determining what's happening in our society right now.
Oh, but
Now,
look at also, but look at we talked about it last night.
mhm,
Look at Andrew Tate. He's saying the same thing, just in a different way,
yeah,
right?
and
And
look what
it's
happened to
still,
him. They shut
yeah,
him
and it,
down. Or
yeah,
they're
they shut
trying
him
to at
down.
least still.
Yeah, have you been keeping up with that? I haven't really been
No,
following. It's not really my
I
thing.
only can see what obviously he posts on Twitter. Obviously, he's at least last time that he is public knowledge has said that he is still in him and his brother in Romania jail. So
And I know that correct me if I'm wrong. It might have been an old post, but I think I saw it on Twitter. Did that Aiden guy that you guys follow? He's a Twitch streamer. Didn't he get banned from Twitch recently, or am I wrong?
nope, he got banned on Twitch.
Okay, okay.
He got banned on Twitch, but Sneeko is back now.
Sneeko. Oh yeah, because I don't know who Sneeko is. I'll have to look him up a little bit. Where
He's
you
another
brought him
part
up.
of the whole red pill movement, stuff like that.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
It's like him, Pearly Things, Donovan, guys from the two main guys from Fresh and Fit.
Oh, Fresh and Fit. Do. I think they were on Tim Pool because occasionally I listen to Timcast. Like the last time I listened to him was the whole Crowder thing. Because I thought
The
that
Steven Chowder incident.
yeah, Steven Chowder incident. Yes, where Daily
Nothing
Wire.
against you, Steven Crowder. I'm just saying it's a joke.
Yeah, yeah.
Chowder soup is good though
No, I'm
for the
pretty
people
sure.
out there.
I'm pretty sure if Crowder ever bothered to listen to this and he heard Steven Chowder, he'd probably make like a joke about serving oyster crackers with Steven Chowder or something like that, or do like a parody bit.
Yeah, you
So
should
he
make your
seems like
own
a
soup.
He seems like a good sport in that regard. I don't know him, but it just seems like
Oh,
from
he
what he
definitely. He
projects.
doesn't come off as a person who gets easily offended.
No, and but that whole thing with the Daily Wire was fucking bonkers. Like he went out of his way and make sure it's not Daily Wire, but because people are internet sleuths, they'll look at it and be like, oh, I recognize that. People who even work for the company probably be like, oh, that's Daily Wire. Oh, it's Daily Wire. Oh, it's Daily Wire.
Yeah, people figured it out.
Yeah,
He
real
he
quick
didn't
too.
say who it was. It's obviously okay. Which big multi-millionaire conservative company was Steven Carter referencing?
Excuse me. Sorry, facts don't care about your feelings. I'm Ben Shapiro. Hi.
I like red flag laws. Yeah,
I am.
that's what he
I
said.
like to. Yeah, I like red flag laws. Facts don't care about your feelings. Yeah. Anyway, so go ahead. That was
He's
my
not
Ben
wrong
Shapiro.
about the facts and care about your feelings.
No, he isn't.
He's
But
not
that
wrong, but
that is his
your
like his
idea on the
soundbite.
whole red flag laws, this kind of sus, bro. Just saying.
Well, because he's an establishment neocon, and here
Uh,
we are. We're talking about all this stuff right now. When we're originally going to talk about how the fact that Seattle morgues, by the way, are
it's
running out of
also in
room.
there. Let's jump right into it.
Yeah,
Let,
Seattle
let's
morgues.
let's jump into like the five cops jumped on the Tennessee cop from the orgy.
I'm fucking done. By the way, what was her name? Oh, and her husband staying with her too. By the way,
Yeah,
like what the fuck?
just like we mentioned last night, you are the king of fucking simps.
Yeah, I just can't. I can't get over it. That's
It's
why
like,
I.
how dare you be worse? Not, I can't say be worse, but you can't troll Belle Delphine like that. That's wrong. You know what I'm saying, Mike? Come on. At least she was like,
At least Belle Delphine started a bathwater empire. No.
yeah, at least she started her own business and she's like forsaking what she's done. She ain't complaining. She's just doing her thing, whether we agree with it or not. Kudos to you.
Well, it's like that.
She's like the how do you call it? She's almost like not a plague. That's bad. That's bad.
Well, no,
No,
but
she's
it
kind of like an
influenced.
internet sense. She's almost like a 80s or 90s hit song, right? Comes out once a year, makes a
Right.
banger video or a song, and disappears.
Is she still a
She
thing?
does it so well. Well, yeah, she does this. She'll come out with some. She'll come out and say something, or come out with a video or something. It will be
Okay.
trending everywhere, right? 'Cause a
'Cause-
lot of people talk about it. She gains a ton of capital about it, and then she goes off and retreats in her own life after that.
Okay, so she's doing the smart thing. She's doing like the blitzkrieg, quick hit, run, retreat, quick hit, run, retreat, that type of thing.
Whether people disagree with her or not, it's a pretty good marketing tactic. Not gonna lie.
I mean, she's
I
influenced
can't
a
hate
lot.
it.
She's influenced a lot of people. Like this one lady. Did you ever hear of Stephanie Motto?
It sounds familiar. We might need to elaborate on that.
So Stephanie Motto is a reality TV star, and she stopped being a reality TV star and started selling her farts and became like a TikTok video person, and started selling.
I
her
remember
farts
now. I'm done.
as much as $1,000, and because of what she was eating to increase her flatulence, right? So she can keep making more and more farts to sell to these fucking simps out there, right? She wound up having to go to a hospital because of her diet.
Like,
because
you
she was
couldn't
trying to
just
increase
do
her
bath
flatulence.
water. So simple.
No, bathwater's old, man.
Yeah.
That's you got to see. You got to cover the three states of matter, or four technically, right? You have solids, liquids, and you have gas. She covers gas. Belle Delphine covers water. I don't even want to know what solids incorporates. I don't even want to go down that rabbit hole. And then you have,
we if you don't actually, you probably forgot, but we actually did that one first. That was the first internet sensation back
What was
in
that?
the MySpace days.
Remind me. I probably selectively forgot to spare my
Okay.
sweet little brain.
I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to. This is gonna make you cringe, but remember the whole two girls, one cup?
Oh, well, they weren't selling that though.
No, but I bet you if
So-
that happened now, I wouldn't be surprised if people bought it, because there are people who bought, like you said, that girl's farts or Belle
And Belle
Delphine's
Delph-
bath water.
Bathwater. Yeah.
Like, there was supposed to some guy who drank it, and I'm like, what is wrong with you? All right,
Yeah.
you maybe bought it for the memes, ha ha ha, but there were some people who drank it.
But
I'm like,
from what I was
the
told,
fuck
that
is wrong with you?
the whole so the guy who drank it claimed he got herpes from it. I think that's a hoax, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh,
Those
it
people-
is. She came out
Yeah.
and said it was. She came out personally made a she came out and made a video about it, saying
Yeah.
it wasn't that she don't have herpes.
Now, the weirdest thing though is if someone gets that other state of matter plasma, that'd be fucking interesting to see. That's like a wild card. So we'll see.
I
You
mean,
know,
like you said, Mike, we're in an over sexualized society right now,
don't get me
where
started. Though.
OnlyFans and Twitch e-dots are on a rampant, and there's too many male simps out there. So
For
I wouldn't
now,
be surprised.
for now,
For now, like I said,
until the empire falls and something comes from the ashes, very much like it
yes.
did in with the whole Roman Empire. So.
I know you're referencing Star Wars, but I don't reference the good Star Wars. So
Oh well, I mean that's still part of good Star Wars. I don't acknowledge the Dark Ages. If I wish, I wish
No.
Rashawn was here. Our very personal Doctor Vanish, was here to talk about that because he is someone who can go in deep about the Star Wars trilogies, not just why they're bad, but how you fix them as well.
Oh, very well he can. And also, you should at him on Twitter and
send him just a little heart emoji. That's it. Just add him and send him heart emojis on his page. Just tweet him heart emojis. That's it.
Oh, you're being too nice.
I am. I'm really trying to be nice to the guy.
I was gonna say you should follow him on Twitter at Dr_Vanish and send him Morbius memes. He loves the movie Morbius, right?
With the heart emoji.
With the heart emoji, yes. So it's kind of like that sweet and sour thing.
Yeah.
Like sweet and sour candy. Am I sorry, Bashan? No. Is Morbius going to be the greatest Marvel movie ever made? Probably is. That's how you save Phase 5. We need Morbius in Phase 5 because Phase 4 is MCU crap.
So now here's the thing. Imagine like the apocalypse happens, right? And like we get plummeted into the dark age.
I feel like it is already.
We're not there yet. We're on the precipice. We're at the edge of the cliff, and we're like, well, no, we went off the cliff. We're just still falling. We haven't hit the ground yet. So
we're still in purgatory somewhere.
If you want to compare it to that, yeah, sure. And so imagine the only like Marvel movie to ever survive. Iron Man gets wiped out. All the Spider-Man movies don't exist, right? The only actual movie is Morbius. And imagine that's the only way future generations get exposed to Marvel.
If you think about the idea of what Morbius is, isn't he like a sentient alien being that's existed for millions of years? So it makes sense.
Wait, hold on. Wait, what? He's a guy who's dying of a rare blood disease, so he decides to like genetically alter his plasma and DNA with like bat DNA.
Oh, fuck? I'm confusing because obviously I'm such a Marvel like nerd, that I just know what every superhero does. I think I was comparing it to
the Eternals, maybe.
No, that movie fucking sucked ass.
Your favorite Thor: Love and Thunder?
I hate that movie. I can't say hate. I'm trying to use the word hate out of my vocabulary because I don't. I dislike it emotion. With a passion.
Yeah,
because it was such a cookie cutter plot. You could have done such a great job with Lady Thor, like as Natalie Portman. Like she already had a tough time just dying randomly in episode 3. Because
she when she gave birth,
she just lost the will to live. Somehow we're in the future and we have all this technology and lightsabers.
It's not even that. Think about how
and you just died.
Think about the fucking own she did on her kids. Like, her kids aren't enough to provide her the will to live. What type of mother are you? Like, what the fuck?
Exactly.
Like legit,
she just had to be with a guy who hates sand
and murders women and children. The fuck.
He murdered the sand people because they murdered his mother.
She's like that lady.
So she's like those sand people had it coming.
She's like that lady who gets pregnant from the serial killer that's allowed conjugal visits if they still have those things.
Yeah. No. That's the same shit. And it's like, man, you couldn't give Natalie Portman a break. Like, did you not see Revenge of the Sith?
No, like, they really couldn't. But that's also George Lucas's writing. Everyone was too afraid to tell him, hey, maybe George, we shouldn't be doing this. Maybe it's a little, shall we say, hokey to say the least, and put it lightly.
I will say the one thing, and I don't care what anyone says. Your episode 1, You already know, Mike.
Darth
Darth
Maul.
Maul. Darth Darth Maul, Liam Neeson. Not like they're not separate. I'm talking about the actor.
Darth Maul died. He was officially canonically dead. He didn't survive because of the Force. He literally survived because of the fandom. He was such a popular character, they just said he's alive, and that's it. That's it.
Listen, I'm not gonna lie. As much as I entirely hate the sequel series with a passion, I am glad, at least from a nostalgia base, that they brought back Darth Maul for a bit. I will say
Oh,
that I'm glad, and also, I do keep up with my weekly theories on the 4chan about Mace Windu still being alive.
yeah, and potentially having Michael B. Jordan as his Padawan, that type of thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
isn't that actually a new Star Wars show? No,
Wait,
wait,
what?
there was a Disney Plus Star Wars cartoon show they actually did, and I think actually Liam Neeson surprised his voice acting role.
Oh, yeah. So it was Star Wars Tales of the Jedi. I think.
Yeah,
I
Tales
I
of the
talked.
Jedi. That's what it was.
I actually spoke to Vashon about this a couple weeks ago when we were recording EC. No, was it EC? No, I think it was the Night's episode that's gonna be going up Friday actually. And
Qui Gon Jinn. I blanked. Sorry, folks, I blanked. I should
yeah, so
know
he
from a true Star Wars nerd, because all the Star Wars is great. But who said that, Mike? Not me. I didn't say
uh,
that.
all Star Wars is not great. I can show
That's
you three. I can show you three movies in particular that aren't, and three movies that are mediocre, and three fucking phenomenal movies. Like people, okay, let me go back to what I was saying about Tales of the Jedi
yeah.
before I go on this other rant. Okay, this is the problem. I like you start something, and I'm in the middle of saying something. You say something, I'm like, all right, hold on, let me address this. Oh no, going back to Tales of the Jedi. Yeah, he reprises the role of Qui Gon Jinn, and it's the story in particular involving the fall of Count Dooku. How Count Dooku went from being Count Dooku to Darth Tyrannus. Tyrannus, I think is his name. And it revolves around totally, the whole death of Qui-Gon Jinn. And he winds up, in the end of that, it's revealed that after Qui-Gon Jinn's death, he's already fallen to the dark side. He makes a deal with Darth Sidious, and he starts, he betrays the Jedi, and it results in a battle between him and Yaddle. And, well, just go watch it. It's probably one of the few things I will say is actually, watchable from Disney Star Wars. But going on to what you were saying about what I was saying on my rant about Star Wars, let's not fucking like bullshit ourselves, okay? The prequel trilogies were shit. Okay, you had some cool scenes, you had some cool characters, and we're not talking about the Clone Wars. The Clone Wars doesn't count. We're talking about the mainline films, right? Disney Star Wars is absolute dumpster fire garbage. Absolute dumpster fire garbage. And it's actually something I would love to talk about when Dr. Vanish is on.
Oh yeah, we will get him on an episode of Daily Nights soon. So if you definitely want to have him on and hear about all the things he loves about Morbius, you should add him on Twitter and let him know.
Fucking done. And the prequel trilogies, they were crap. They weren't the same. They weren't crap of a absolute abhorrent caliber of the sequel trilogies, but they weren't that much better. They were a little bit better, but not entirely, right? The choreography for lightsaber fights was fucking awesome, right?
Mm-hmm.
And, some of the visual effects were pretty cool, but overall, the writing was abhorrent, okay? But then you have the original trilogy. The original trilogy is the absolute chef's kiss.
That is like
okay?
the golden goose that lays
But
the golden eggs that you can only grab once like every 10,000 years. Make my monster grow. Sorry, I was just doing Power Rangers in there for some fucking reason. My mind went weird. Keep going. Sorry, Mike.
We can talk about Power Rangers too. Why not? Seems like a night we're just hopping from one thing to the next.
We gotta throw Seattle under the bus too. Don't forget.
I'm loving to start on it, but as soon as you do, I gotta bring up this.
So let's finish Star Wars for a second.
Yeah. So going into what's it called? The sequel trilogy. The sequel trilogies are so bad they make the prequel trilogies look like gold when they aren't. They're at best pewter. Okay, with the original trilogy being gold, of course. So people don't pay attention to that. Like it, like the prequels all you want, go ahead, but like, we come down to objectively to brass tacks, right? That writing was fucking
Oh
garbage.
yeah.
She loses the will to live just suddenly, even though she just gives birth to 2 children that were from the love of her life. She has no will to raise them. What the fuck type of message are you sending? That's just some bullshit plot hook. Okay, it's.
I don't think that's actually biological.
I really don't.
Biologically
No, it's not.
relevant. Or
It's just it's a
if
fucking
anything, it would be
really.
the total opposite. That your children would give you the stronger will to live.
Yeah, no. Well, for any parent that desires being a parent,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Of men and women.
Yeah,
Only.
no, absolutely. Both men and women.
Yep.
But like we were mentioning before, finally talking about Seattle. This came out a couple days ago. This fucking it made me feel sick to my stomach.
Don't forget, you forgot about the theory of Darth Jar Jar.
Oh,
That was
Darth
probably-
Jar Jar?
That was probably the only else interesting besides Liam Neeson as Qui-Gon Jinn and Darth Maul was Darth Jar Jar.
Well, fans out there listening to this episode of Daily Nights, let us know what you think of Darth Jar Jar. Yes or no? Would you have liked Darth Jar Jar to actually be a Sith Lord, or do you prefer? Yeah, no. Anyway, so
And let us know why the sequel series sucks too.
and
We
what
know, but I want to hear all your comments though.
and what improvements you would do to make the sequel trilogy better, or if there's a film in particular that you think you could have made better, whether it be The Last Jedi, Rise of the Skywalker, and Force Awakens.
Or just not existing.
I mean, that works too.
Yeah.
But anyway, going back to what I was saying.
Let's go
earlier,
back to the real world of Seattle.
Yeah, where things are absolutely fucking depressing. So it came out about 2 days ago. This was reported by the New York Post. Seattle is running out of morgue space due to fatal fentanyl victims. So coming out of Seattle's King County morgue, they're actually humoring the idea of just leaving bodies on gurneys and partnering up with local funeral homes for storage as a stopgap measure because they have had such an influx of fentanyl overdoses. That's how sad this is. That they are running out of space for dead bodies on top of everything else going on.
As much as I probably joke around about 99.9% of the time, that's actually severely depressing because of the whole huge fentanyl problem we have right now. And we have solutions, but our federal government does not want to act on them. But instead, we are sending money in tanks to Ukraine.
Well, it's not even that. Look, okay.
But I'm saying that they're focusing on that primarily, but not what's actually in focusing on our back borders in our backyard.
But they want the fentanyl. That's the thing. The federal government doesn't care. They want the fentanyl overdoses because not fentanyl overdose, but the fentanyl use casually.
Dirty
right?
money.
Basically, because look at what happened during the Obama administration with the Fast and Furious scandal. Giving money and weapons to the cartel that they lost track of. That the very same cartels, by the way, that are drug running these illicit materials into the country.
Yep.
I was like waiting for a response.
No. No, yeah. The whole border issue that's happening right now in Texas is just abysmal. It's
not just
unnecessary.
Texas, it's Arizona
it
too.
Doesn't. Yeah. I mean, they got their own problems. It's like hot as shit over there too, but they're like a mini Australia. But
wait, okay. First off, let's get this straight.
I said because it's hot as fuck over there. I've never been there.
Okay,
that's all I'm saying. Hot as fuck.
Okay, so hot as fuck. Okay, I'll give you that.
That's what I was referring to.
When it comes to being God's petri dish, where you see a cross between a spider, koala, and a scorpion, I don't think Arizona comes even close. I think Australia is its own league of its own. Like when you get off the plane in Australia, you spin a wheel to see exactly what combination of animals you're going to get. So one wheel lands on spiders, the other lands on jellyfish, and the last one lands on surprise. You could be jumping into like a jellyfish kangaroo spider combination, and you're just fucked.
I would take my chances walking the Beverlo by myself.
Well, where do you think I got the inspiration for a Beverlo?
But If I was gonna go to Australia, it'd only probably be to meet the wonderful and awesome and funny and beautiful Sydney Watson.
Simp.
Now listen, Mike. She has more. She don't got an OnlyFans, all right?
No, you're not wrong. Yeah, she does have morals, and she did that interview with Vice, if I'm not, or that panel with Vice with those feminists.
That whole feminist panel. Yeah, that was entertaining to watch, and I felt bad for her and Pearly Things because she actually posted a video.
Wait, was Pearly Things there too?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Sydney Watts posted a video about it, saying how the Vice panel was 4 hours long. They actually cut out a lot of things that she said and kept in the things that, quote, made her controversial or, quote, look bad.
Yeah, it's selective editing. That's why whenever we launch like an episode of Neon Nights, I always keep it raw because of the fact that, there's no selective editing. I'm not going to make someone look like shit for the sake of looking like shit. I'm not going to make someone look good for just the sake of looking like good. Just going to keep it authentic.
Okay, man.
Yeah, you were saying though about.
But yes, it's the idea of selectivism, Mike, and tribalism. That only works in Magic the Gathering, by the way, not in real life. So, FYI.
Dragons for the win. What? Who said that?
I mean, yeah, true. Dragons are for the win are cool. But imagine you got shot down by a squirrel.
You ever see that
an
episode
army
of Yu-Gi-Oh?
Of squirrels.
So you ever see that episode of Yu-Gi-Oh where Weevil throws Yugi's deck overboard?
Oh, I would have threw Weevil's little ass over the boat. I don't care if he's drowned. You
I'm
threw my Exodia away? Oh, it's over for you.
I'm going to see if your squirrels can swim.
Well, let's see. If squirrels come back to the Magic the Gathering sets, not this year.
Modern Horizon 3, back
if
with
they
vengeance.
there'll probably be new squirrel cards in Modern Horizon 3.
It'll be just in time for the Secret Lair Conquers Bad Fur Day crossover.
Dude, that would be fucking sick.
That would be hilarious.
I would like if they did that because that actually would be pretty cool.
Imagine Conquers as a commander.
Dude, as much as I hate can't say hate. I will say hate because much as I hate what Hasbro and Wizard Coast are doing with the OGL, if you made a Power Ranger Secret Lair, I would eat that shit up so fast. Right? The word simp would even describe what I would do.
But what if it wasn't the OG Power Rangers, but what if it was like the Power Rangers movie that we got a few years ago?
Why are you doing this to me?
I'm asking
Why
a valid question.
This to me?
I'm asking a valid question.
Are you saying that I don't want to disrespect his name, but I am going to not disrespect. I don't know his actor's name. Are you saying that the guy from Breaking Bad is going to be on the card making meth as a Red Ranger?
Wait, what?
Power Rangers movie?
I think you're confusing the guy from Stranger Things.
No. So, no, he was the Red Ranger in the movie.
Oh, Bryan Cranston.
Bryan
right.
Cranston.
Zordon.
Yep.
He was Zordon. Oh,
he
was completely
actually
blanked out.
A Red Ranger that became his name. His alien name is Zordon, but he was originally a Power Ranger.
That's correct. And Rita was the Green Ranger originally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make my monster your penis grow. I meant what?
The fuck is wrong with you?
But yeah, seriously, like you own Power Rangers. Like, why isn't a Secret Lair out? We're getting fucking Assassin's Creed. Really cares about booty pirates?
Imagine they can actually.
Pirates on there.
But imagine making an actual like Secret Lair around a Voltron theme. Not like a Voltron deck, but making it Power Rangers. Imagine that, and like having the Zords as equipments and stuff like that. They kind of alluded to that with Neon Dynasty Kamigawa from Rudy's Basement, Barry Manilow edition.
Barry Manilow. No, I think that's reference to the Halo in New Capenna. You know the Halo, Mike?
Yeah, the Copacabana. Yeah.
Yeah, you put a little Halo in your drink.
And then you're immune to Phyrexius.
Exactly. Make it extra spicy.
Yeah. If Elish Nor tries to give you that mama juice, no, you take that Halo.
Nah, I won't take it now.
Ah, fuck. Hold
Yeah,
on,
but
wait.
seriously,
So
you're gonna do the OGL and you're not gonna make a Power Ranger secret layer. Like I feel like that's a double negative on me right now. Like you're
it, it
hurting
very
me.
it very much it very much is, but no, no. But honestly,
Speaking of
like if
secret
they,
layers, sorry, Mike, I have to cut you off again.
God damn it, I'm trying to get an idea out
I
there.
know.
Son
I
of
was gonna say
dude,
when this next super drop should be coming up. By the way.
hold on, I got my professor secret lair alert. Secret lair alert. Secret lair alert.
Oh no, he's probably already working on the video right now. He probably has it preset it. He's like, all right, I got these settings. I'm just waiting for the announcement of a secret layer job.
I think I'm subscribed to him on YouTube, and I haven't seen a video from him recently. So I think
Oh, I
if
watched
my
all his videos. He's still making videos.
all right, I've got to dig for them because I've subscribed to like a bajillion different channels, so it just gets buried
Secret
underneath
layer
everything
alert.
else. Yeah, no, but going back to what I was fucking saying, imagine a Voltron like deck around the Megazord and the Power Rangers. That'd be great. Why
Dude,
not?
I would get fucking bricked up.
I'm pretty sure a lot of people would. And imagine the OG Megazord,
Dude,
or imagine the Shogun Zord.
dude, don't even say that to me. Wait a second.
Hmm.
Speaking of, wait, is this real?
What? Oh, don't tell me I predicted the future. What?
No, I think a secret layer is coming out. Fucking done.
Power Ranger Secret Lair?
No, I fucking wish. We're getting fucking Assassin's Creed. Then we're getting Final Fantasy VII, which I actually be intrigued. So I know, you know me, Mike. I love edgelord characters, so and emo Sephiroth.
You
So.
don't say. You don't say.
And we can't forget about the not original Tolkien's work of the Lord of the Rings coming this year.
No, that's a hard pass for me. They could be the best cards made. I would not get them at a principle.
Yeah, if you don't, if for some reason you like the Rings of Power, uh, I don't know, you might need therapy or something. Is that
It just
bad?
means it means they don't appreciate actual source material for at least
Yeah.
Tolkien's work.
If
So.
you at least, I will say this, if you at least seen it and you're like, I wonder what else is out there. We could watch the other movies, sure. Probably don't watch The Hobbit. You could skip that if you want.
Just watch the first like 20 minutes of The Hobbit. You're good.
Yeah. But if you're really intrigued to see, read his books. And then you'll realize, then you'll come to the conclusion, wow, the Rings of Power is actually shit. So, just as a thing. But yes, no, apparently a secret layer is coming out. So they're doing this is revealed on Twitter, so this ain't no like secret. MTG secret layer. Winter Super Drop this year. Pre-order starts January. Oh my god, it starts next week, Mike.
What's in it?
Ooh, it's cool. So it's in the Phyrexian language. 5 cards. We got Post Malone, son of Yawgmoth. I meant Kirk, son of Post Malone.
I thought they already did that one.
Well, no, I'm just making a joke. So it's it's the original art of Kirk, son of Yawgmoth, but it's in Phyrexian text.
Oh, okay. Like
which is cool because they haven't done that. Even though we just got a Post Malone, like a secret layer with Post Malone, which I had the cards, awesome in the foil, by the way. Right? We're getting Kirk, son of Yawgmoth in you know what? I will retweet it right now, and you can see it because I think it looks cool.
Yeah, I'm seeing it right here on the fandom.
The
Blighted
Twitters.
Agent, Glistener Elf, Batterskull, all that jazz.
And Ink Moth Nexus.
Ink Moth Nexus, yep. And then
these are literally for the community. These are all cards that are playable, by the way, right? Which is great. I'm actually going to get this one. This is actually really good. I had a feeling when we're gonna get a secret layer announcement because you already know, Mike, the professor is like he's having an aneurysm, probably like got to get that secret layer video ready.
he's a little distraught because his secret layer alert has just been collecting a little bit of dust, and
oh yeah, we're just like, oh man, we haven't heard from him yet. Hold on, Professor, we got you. Here's a secret layer.
Glissa the Traitor is coming out too.
Wait, where the hell are you seeing the rest of this?
On their wiki on the fandom.
Oh
It for the
shit!
winter
Let me check, bro.
for the 2023 drop. It's showing Phyrexian Faves, which is what we just got done talking with Glistener, Elf, Batterskull, Inkmoth, Nexus. That's going for a price of $29.99 non-foil, $30.99 foil, and then there is the Showcase All Will Be One, which is going to carry Phyrexian, according to the fandom, Phyrexian Unlife, Phyrexian Crusader, Plague Engineer, Artai the Corrupted, and Glissa the Traitor.
Oh, I'm actually looking at it right now.
Yeah. Is there art?
Honestly, wait. Why does this? Okay, it's got some like new complete foil. I know people say complete, but I like saying complete. I don't know why. You should just say we're complete. But whatever.
Oh, they're using the archaic form of complete
Yeah.
in the English language. Yeah, it's like when someone so like the word domain originally is spelled like the old English domain is spelled DEMNSE or something like that. It sounds like it's pronounced demence, but no, it's pronounced domain. It's an
So
archaic way of English.
hmm Maybe we should go back.
Oh no, people can't grasp around the simplified version of it. We've got to. You want us to go back to the archaic, more complex version? I don't know.
Let's spice things up. Come on.
Okay, yeah, all right, fuck it, why not? Throw the switch.
I tell you right now. Let's see. Phyrexian Crusader, great card. You can play in Modern, Pro Green and White with Infect. Glissa the Trader, awesome art. Urtai the Corrupted. That was the original Urtai.
Mm-hmm.
Plague Engineer is actually good. I actually ran that card in my Squirrels deck because you could choose a creature type, and it's in black. And the Squirrels were Golgari, black green, not Wither Bloom. Okay, for all you folks over in Strixhaven.
Strixhaven.
Yep.
Don't worry, they'll get their chance in March of the Machines. I think I saw like a Wizard Elephant or Loxodon on.
Oh, they're probably in Ravnica somewhere, just chilling out.
That too. Because I from what I saw in the box art for this set booster, I saw I think what looked like Theros-based architecture because of the whole Greek thing, and the characters on there as well as Kamigawa Neon Dynasty, that type of thing, and then there was something else as well. So that's a little sneak preview of they might be dipping into each realm for this March of the Machines, and then Aftermath is just going to be a massive clusterfuck.
Mm-hmm. And then after that, we're delving into the you know what? I don't want to. This Vashon's favorite. The Lord of the Rings. I don't want to say you, but Vashon's favorite. Sorry, Vashon. Not sorry. No, his favorite is Morbius. If they did a Morbius secret layer, I would buy him like 30 copies. And you better not return them. I'll be upset. Don't make him cry.
Oh, JB. Oh, buddy.
Because then I'll have no remorse, and the next time we do an EC episode, it won't be pretty. So
fucking
I'll get my revenge there.
Valak is standing. It's like raining. You see the thunder. You see the thunder. You hear the thunder crash in the background with the single lightning bolt casting a silhouette, washing out Valak's figure, just leaving that like outline. And then you see Darnum's like, "Yes, Valak," and then Valak just takes out the Devastator Zone, and then Darnum goes, "So it is treason, I guess."
Yep.
And then he launches at you like fucking Palpatine.
Exactly. And I have to go to Darnum and I say, "I'm sorry, little one," because I'm taller than him. So anything it's not Valak's height is short to him.
But everything is little to Valak or fucking Johnny Maximum. Johnny Maximum's like what, 8 feet tall or some shit.
Yeah, he's 8, and no, he's around the court. I think he was like maybe 6 or 7 foot. He's just regularly. He is tall, but I think like 8 foot. I don't remember exactly.
Okay, we'd have to listen to that episode, by the way. Whispers of Remembrance, part 1. I recommend everyone who's listening to this podcast go listen to that. It's a great one shot done by our very own shaper, Dr. Vanish, and
who loves Morbius.
Who loves Morbius? And it uses a different TTRPG system for everyone who's looking to get away from the D&D stuff, and it uses Monster of the Week. system that Dr. Vanish is actually going to help me actually learn. So maybe we can integrate it more into future TTRPG shows. So anyway, go on.
Was that the only 2 secret layers they revealed?
So far, as I know, on the wiki or whatever it's called, the fandom, those are the only 2 that are revealed so far.
It was the Phyrexian and the
Phyrexian
rainbow
Faves,
foil one.
and
Or the
Showcase all will be one. So, yeah. So, and like I said, for each one, I'll go over it with each one. So for Phyrexian Faves, you have Blighted Agent, Son of Post Malone, Glistener Elf, Batterskull, Ink Moth Nexus. No, it's not really Son of Post Malone, but might as well. Then the Showcase all will be one. Phyrexian Unlife, Phyrexian Crusader, Plague Engineer, Airtie the Corrupted, and Glissa the Traitor. So those are the ones revealed so far. Gives you a little preview of what the Super Drop's going to have, and if they're throwing in Assassin's Creed, that might be one of like they did with Transformers last time. They might throw in the Assassin's Creed stuff with that too.
Yeah.
Unless they decide to just...
It
makes sense. Like, have you played the Assassin's Creed games?
No. But I was saying is, so they changed how the way they were delivering some of the secret layers, because obviously a lot of the backlash was, secret layers is in this time fixed thing. You have like 3.5 months to purchase them. I mean, sorry, correct myself. 3.5 weeks to purchase.
Unless it's of course the Secret Layers Pride, where you have like how long do they leave that up for?
That had 2 months.
Yeah,
I will admit, and why did you leave that one up for 2 months and not the rest up for 2 months? That's what I want to hear.
With inconsistent and like at best, well, you had some that had really good art and some that was just straight up comical for memes, like that. What was that one? The bear thing?
Bearscape.
The Bearscape.
That was like the best one. That's like
was
Valak
straight
and
up
Garnham
memes.
just chilling.
Fuck it.
In a Bevelo swamp.
I'm done. And then you have some that were okay. Some art that was okay. But most, I would say most of the art was mediocre at best.
No, it was. Yeah, if you're going to do a secret layer, at least be consistent on the time. You should have it. In my opinion, I think it should be available for a month. Honestly, give at least people a break so they can catch up. Considering that Wizard of the Coast says, we're not releasing too much product. We swear. Kind of give that eye wink of that Agatha girl.
Oh yeah, from fucking WandaVision.
From WandaVision, yeah. Kind of give the wink. We're not producing too much product. Wink.
That's the episode, by the way. It's gonna be called New Secret Lair Alert. So.
Oh god, we'll tag the professor and then he'll fucking flip out.
You have to. Yes, you're handling the Twitter, so tag the professor and it'll be fucking phenomenal.
It'll be funny. He might not like where we come from politically, but it'll still be fine.
Hey, the truth is the truth. Let's be honest here.
I mean, that's why. What's your name again?
Yeah, Treasonous Truths. Yeah,
exactly.
Which is inspired by a quote. I'm trying to remember who initially said. I think it's attributed to Ron Paul. It's attributed to Ron Paul. I don't know if she's the one who coined it, but it's truth is only treason in an empire of lies. That's the only time truth is treason. So, and why my logo's a jester is who could make fun of the king? A jester. Which, by the way, segue, have you ever seen the movie The Northman?
I have not.
I recommend seeing it. It's don't get me wrong, there are little parts where it drags a little bit, but overall, it's really good. It's an Icelandic Norse story, hence The Northman, right? And I did some research on it. It's the story that influenced Shakespeare to write Hamlet. Yeah.
Well, what's it called again? The North.
The Northman. It had Nicole Kidman in it, if I'm not mistaken. Ethan Hawke. Willem Dafoe.
This just came out.
Yeah, it came out last year, I think. Willem Dafoe.
Oh yeah.
From the year that we got some pretty shitty movies, it wasn't half bad.
I think you're being too nice. You mean majority of the year was like shit movies?
Shitty movies, yeah, except for Top Gun Maverick and so forth.
Top Gun Maverick, #1 movie of 2022. Don't Northman. Hate, appreciate.
I'm not a big Top Gun fan, right? I'm not knocking on it. It's just not my cup of tea. But Northman was really good. I really recommend Northman.
Oh, yeah.
Check it out.
William Dafoe's in it?
Yeah, Willem Dafoe.
Oh, man, I got to see this now.
Yeah, dude. So what happened was what was it? I was working on something, right? I was talking with people like artists and also talking to someone to, spoilers, get a website going. Again for Neon Nights FM, blog features, the whole shebang, merch, get the merch store on there.
Onlynights.com slash
Only
tweet
Nights.com.
slash tweet
That's
and
gonna
truths.
that's gonna fuck. That's gonna be son of a bitch. That that's gonna be our subscription. It's just gonna be called Only Nights.
They think they're getting nudes, but it's not.
No, it's just people in chainmail and gambesons and plate mail.
Exactly, and they're wrestling.
But anyway, I was just doing stuff, and I had the Norseman on, and I got distracted because it was actually pretty entertaining. Like that's why I try not to watch something while I'm doing stuff, because if it's good, I'll get distracted.
Yeah, no, we definitely. I'll definitely take a gander at it. I heard that it was supposedly a kind of movie that flopped in box offices.
Oh yeah, well
Apparently.
box office doesn't mean jack shit. Let's be
No,
honest
it
here.
doesn't. Unless it's a big old Marvel DC superhero,
Not
it
even.
doesn't mean crap. But that's what Top Gun Maverick changed. You
Yeah.
didn't need a big old Marvel and DC superhero to be one of the highest grossing movies of that year.
Yeah, see, like the issue that I bet a lot of people have with the Northman is the fact that it's the subject matter. It's a Nordic story, so they probably were afraid that
Well, they have the problem
it
with the
didn't
Nordic story.
because it didn't check off any of the boxes. We didn't have any Black Vikings or anything like that.
Oh
So
yeah.
that might have been the issue with it. So
Oh man, Mike, you might have to rewrite that story. Check all the boxes.
we'll have a Viking in a fucking wheelchair.
Exactly, because they had wheelchairs at that time.
That's got to be the dumbest fucking shit ever. The whole point of fantasy is to fucking escape. Come on. At the end of the
Exactly.
film, spoilers. At the end of the film, the guy gets taken to Valhalla, like by a Valkyrie. So
Exactly. Oh, they could. Some of the Valkyries could have been of different skin tone, maybe. I don't
no,
know.
fucking no. We're not talking
Marvel
Marvel
didn't
Valkyrie.
have a problem with that, so
Well, because Marvel also made Thor blonde. Thor's redhead anyway in the myth. But I'm pulling
yeah.
at hairs right now. So yeah, I recommend checking out the Northman.
And he's fat,
Yeah,
like a dad
wait.
bod.
Uh,
I was kind of referencing Thor Ragnarok.
Thor
I
Ragnarok.
mean,
Well, you mean God of War Ragnarok?
yeah, same thing. Not really, but yeah.
Oh man, we just triggered a lot of people today. We'll probably trigger the professor too.
Man, I hope not. But I like your videos. I
Yeah,
mean,
his
if
videos.
you don't agree with this politic, I mean that's fine. You
His
don't have
videos
to.
are informative. Who's that Kenobi guy he has on his show?
Mace Windu.
No, Peasant
You said
Kenobi or something.
Kenobi, so I was making a really bad Star Wars joke.
Oh, okay. Peasant Kenobi, was that what it was?
I actually hold on. I don't know if his name is. I think it's Pleasant Kenobi.
Oh, Pleasant Kenobi. Yeah, that
Yeah, I
dude's
think
annoying.
that's. Yeah, some of his he makes some interesting videos sometimes, and half the time, yeah, he comes off as very woke pretty much.
Oh, I mean,
He does like when you make a good video, I will acknowledge, and that's the thing. Like I'm not a hater. I will acknowledge when you make a good movie or you make a good video, or you make a good statement, right?
right.
But then I will also be very critical if you do something bad or make a bad comment or something.
Well,
Like
yeah,
I
you're
don't
just
in that regard to me there's no like gray area. I don't At least in that fact I don't have a gray area.
well. It's like that old Dinobot quote from that episode. He says, "Tell my tale to those who ask, and the good and the bad. The rest is silence." You know,
Hmm.
it's I think if I'm not saying ironically enough, just talking about Shakespeare, it's also influenced by Shakespeare too. Othello or Hamlet, something like that, or a combination of the two.
Sorry, I'm scrolling through Twitter. I seen some stuff.
What are you seeing? Because we're getting close to the hour mark, so we've got to wrap up soon.
Yes. Since tonight's episode, Mike was kind of what's that moth booty for?
Moth? What?
Dude, I don't. This is a person that Ernie follows. It's now the algorithms get better. Here we go.
Moth
This is
booty? Is that what it's called? Moth booty?
Someone dressed as a moth. That might have been a reference to damn, what the hell was that old Adult Swim cartoon when they were as moths? It was like kind of like a he was in the main protagonist, like a really action hero kind of tough guy.
Venture Brothers?
Venture Brothers,
Dude, that
yeah.
dude,
Venture
okay, no,
Brothers.
we can't do that. You can't do this to me right now. We're heading the hour mark. We can't start a rap. We have to save that for maybe tomorrow's episode or the episode next week. Because dude, I fucking love Venture Brothers. Dude,
Oh,
like they're funding fucking shit
spicy
like
comedy.
Velma, and they won't give us another season of Venture Brothers.
Wait, are you serious? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? You guys have a
That's
brain?
what I'm saying. Like, why fund this fucking garbage like Velma? Because I'm currently going through spoilers. I'm gonna be finishing Velma. I'm just so I
I feel
can
sorry
give
for
it.
you.
Yeah, no, it's really been. Not gonna lie, it's actually taking actual efforts. There are parts where I actually like get headaches because it's so fucking abysmal the writing. Um, and I went back and watched, or I'm watching Mystery Incorporated, right? Which kind of serves almost like as a parallel. It's like it serves as a prequel to the whole traditional Scooby Doo story. They're in their hometown. They're still in high school. They're solving mysteries and so forth. And they're not like Fred and Daphne aren't dating yet, but they're kind of getting there, and they kind of like
Yeah.
their ups and downs, that type of stuff. And I want to compare those two because they seem like two very parallel like versions of what they're trying to do, and then compare them and then talk about them on a future episode. Because right now, god damn, Velma is really, it takes a lot of effort to get through.
Dude, you should watch the it doesn't even compare honestly to the two original live action Scooby Doo movies they had back
Well,
in the
that's the
early 2000s.
Matthew Lillard actually voices Shaggy in what do you call it, Mystery Incorporated.
Oh, you talking about the guy who has all the ultra powers and could 1v2 Goku and Saitama man?
Yes, that video. Was it you who sent me that video
I did.
of Shaggy going Ultra Instinct and fucking blowing up
He
HBO?
blows up the HBO Max
Yes.
building when he went Ultra Instinct. Yeah.
And they have the music in the back. Dun, dun, dun.
And Goku's Ultra Instinct theme. Yep, and I was like, damn. Not
That
that
was
was fun
dark.
anyone, but like seriously, why the fuck did you make Velma?
Well, they wanted to take an established franchise like Scooby Doo, which people adore to death, and as always, they want to inject their modernist bullcrap into it. No, it's not going to work. Okay? There's nothing wrong with the Scooby Doo formula. Keep the characters the way they are. Tell those stories. That's why every so often when you have new Scooby Doo stuff coming out, it's always going to be
Oh,
enjoyed by the demographic
dude.
that watches it.
Now I'm just like looking at like the original Scooby Doo animated movies, like the classic ones, Scooby Doo and Island.
Zombie Island. Yeah, that's
Dude,
the
that
one where
was a
like,
great one.
well, that was wasn't that the
That's
first
the
time
first
they
one. First
wasn't
one
that
they ever did.
but I was saying, wasn't that the first one where they went up against actual monsters?
Yeah, it was actual monsters. Like this time, it
Yeah,
wasn't just like people in masks. It was an
exactly.
actual monster, and that kind of like changed changed their whole dynamic on it. This seems
Which is
like they
what
had some other Scooby Doo movies later on. Obviously,
they did.
I didn't watch them. Oh, wait, Scooby Doo WrestleMania with John Cena. Oh my God, that's
I've never
cringy.
seen that. What
No,
what
but it
what's the point?
definitely
You're not going to
doesn't
see him though.
compare to like. I was gonna say, yeah. Who is Scooby Doo standing right next to in that
You see,
cover?
they pull the mask off. They pull the mask off of the guys. It is. Wait, who is it? There's no one underneath here.
Dude, it. I'm just thinking about Scooby Doo and Zombie Island, dude. That is like classic '90s movie, bro. It's just like so nostalgia. It is great, and it just makes me hate Velma more.
Dude, this is what you do. If you have free time and you want to watch some Scooby Doo, watch Mystery Incorporated. It'll take off all those modern, like, it's a good way of bringing Scooby Doo to a modern light. The kids have cell phones, right? They look like they're traditional characters, right? They actually go through like stuff that teenagers go through, like the whole like, oh, I like this person, do I like this person, that type of stuff. And it doesn't force like fucking bullshit preachy modernist garbage down your throat like
Hmm.
Velma does. Like the whole Shaggy or Norville simping for what's her face? Velma. Everyone is simping for Velma. Freddy loves Velma. Daphne loves Velma. Right? They're all in love with Velma because that's what the woman who voices Velma, Colleen, whatever, Mandy Kaling or something, has like this fucking self-aggrandizing fantasy where everyone needs to be in love with her because she,
Dude,
fucking is
speaking
so
of
starved for
Velma,
attention.
dude, I hate the Twitter algorithm because like as soon as I like one thing, the algorithm changes.
Yeah.
Now like these half of these e thoughts are on the on the algorithm for Neon Knights, but we're talking about Velma, right? And
Mm-hmm.
there's a uh, Twitter guy, the Phoenix Press, and he posted, dude, I'm gonna retweet it because that shit is fucking funny.
It's Velma slapping Velma, right?
No,
Oh.
is Velma's got a dump truck.
Oh.
This is
Fucking
the
done.
original.
That's
And the guy's like, "What episode is this?" And the next guy comments, "Please respond."
if I'm not mistaken, I think I saw that post earlier, and if I this is how bad it is. Like I was such a
Dude,
huge
that
Scooby Doo
shit
fan.
was. Oh,
I think that's from the
I'm gonna
What's New
follow you,
Scooby.
Phoenix Press. Follow us
I think
back.
I think that's from What's New Scooby Doo, if I'm not mistaken.
That was good too. That was a good one too. That
The only
was
thing I didn't like about that one, Fred was missing his ascot. They gave him like a white and blue striped polo, but that's like I'm pulling at hairs at that point. So.
yeah, exactly. I feel like this episode kind of went. It was very fun. Well,
It was all over the place. I'm gonna
it
call it
was.
secret, new secret lair alert. That's what I'm gonna call it. So.
Yes, new secret layer alert. Oh
And
god,
what I
you
wanted to
have.
talk about, we didn't even really get to deep dive into.
We kind of touched
At,
upon it. I think tomorrow we'll. If you're listening to this, by the time you listen to this, we'll probably already either have done the episode, or in the process of still doing it. But we definitely have to chime in on the Daily Soup and the Steven Chowder incident. So
yeah. Well, if anything, we can reserve that for tomorrow. That'll be our
that's what I'm
last.
saying. Yeah.
That'll be our last daily night for the week, and then Friday we're going to be doing most likely EC question mark.
Friday potentially see. If not, there might be another Daily Nights. Who knows?
Maybe a daily night. I do want to do some game dev stuff. I updated the Lost Chapters of Idylla thing. I updated the what's it called, the sheet with all the information and feedback that you guys gave me. So I want to go over it again and see what you guys think and if it's good or better than what it was.
No, exactly.
Yeah, so that'll be definitely part of tomorrow. And then if we don't record, then definitely Friday. So, but with that being said, we are over time, good sir, but not doing too bad. We kind of touched upon like a little bit of everything. Thank you for listening to another episode of Daily Nights. I've been your host, Treasonous Truths. You can find me on Twitter at Treason Truths. If you enjoyed listening to what you heard tonight, make sure to follow us at Neon Knights FM on Twitter and Neon Knights Production on Instagram. I was joined here today by my amazing co-host, Daddy Sins. You got anything to say to the lovely ladies and gentlemen tonight before we sign off?
Here's my real voice. Have a good night, everybody. This is my real voice. I'm Daddy Sins. You can find me at www.myspace.com/Daddy of Sins. Daddy Sins. I don't know, maybe. Is MySpace still a thing? I don't know. Let me know in the comments below.
It exists.
Will I have a
I
Twitter
checked.
soon? Maybe. Who knows? It's like magic. It's in the works.
New secret lair alert. New secret lair alert.
Yes, Professor. New secret layer alert. It's actually next week. I'm actually quite excited. Where's the fuck is my Power Ranger secret layer Hasbro? Seriously.
And on that note, if you also want to keep up with us on YouTube, we're slowly uploading videos of EC onto YouTube, as well as we'll be uploading soon enough Neon Knights episodes too. Make sure to follow us at Neon Knights Productions on YouTube as well. But it's been a blast, everyone. And until next time, stay golden.